Of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and of course rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Forward. 13. That's the pass. Mike 13. He's coming.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Forward. Big Ace. Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
Out of the gun, here's Murray, escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. And right away, he'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a first down. Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Well, you got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
On the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. And even 40 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
So Max number one. Hey, keep it up.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Green. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. It's Geis on the counter. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A Seahawk first down as Wilson finds Lockett.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
315. Here we go. Zebra. Switch.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. On first down, this is Geis. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Gerald Everett hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Murray going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15.
Here we go.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. These two teams all tied after one. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Cardinals 21. Seahawks 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. They go play action with Wilson. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Gerald Everett with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. Out, it's a touchback.
Let's go. Let's go.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. From the 27, Murray eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Murray now on first down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Alton Robinson in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Murray forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Off to Geis on the screen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the gun, it's Wilson. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. And he'll bang that one through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the block room.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. A quick toss outright. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Extra point good by Prater. And that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. To throw again is Wilson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That'll put him at 190 receiving yards now. He's putting on a show. He also has a 1st down. On the ground, down. Geis, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Flush to his right. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
2 times, 2 times. 3 down, 3 down. Watch twist. Watch twist.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Don't get nervous. Mike 13, Mike 13. He's coming, he's coming. Check in. Who that? Mike 13, Mike 13.
On play action, it's Murray. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Cardinals 45, Seahawks 42. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. To throw again. Murray escaping the pressure right. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran deep.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second down, Edmonds. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
13. He's coming. Check in. Hey. Mike 13.
Shotgun now for Murray. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's coming. Check in. Switch up.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 51 yards. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in.
Let's go.
The situation changes a bit now. 1st and goal from back at the 10. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So Mike's number one.
Back to throw. Murray. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Out of the gun, Geis. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.